Welcome to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another reaction to another Voice of BACEPROT with their song "The Enemy of Earth Is You." I'm guessing it's probably going to be a kind of an environmentally conscious song, or somehow that people do the worst things to each other, that kind of thematic. Let's see what it's all about. Anybody who's new to this channel, man, I love these girls. They have the right pure energy for heavy metal and rock and everything they stand for. I'm 100% with. Even if any criticism that I had of them, at the end of the day, I am first in line to support them. That being said, let's get into it and see what this is all about. It's a live studio session and see how it's different from their perhaps live in concert. Let's see what differences there are. Oh, that bass. I'm loving that bass. Jesus Christ, she's killing it on the bass. You know what I'm really enjoying? I really love like the production, obviously, because it's a live studio session, they don't have all the money in the world. It sounds kind of like a garage bandy, but it's actually what I like about it. Because the guitar tone has this just kind of like punkish vibe to it that I really, really love. And I've said my things about the voice, the things that I particularly didn't like in live version of the band. I've mentioned that before, but I want to point out something positive that I've never kind of really put together. She has a totally unique approach to her vocals. And I 100% think as they get better, as they produce their first album, as they get more out into the world and she takes more lessons, that uniqueness in the voice has to stay because it makes this band who they are. And I think she will stand out with her vocals just tremendously. And there's going to be like a very nice way where she'll be able to integrate into this heavier style of music that they're doing. The drummer too, she has kind of an interesting setup. I'm not a drummer, but she has like the Sybil kind of, just kind of standing up face forward. The bass player in this like is the MVP. She is just murdering the bass. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? The only negative of this band right now is that they don't have more material and they don't have the production they deserve. Really. Because everything else will come with time. They might not be at the height of their musicianship and skills, but they more than make up for it, first of all, what they do have now in terms of skill, because they're already quite good. And then they're only going to get better, and their sound is going to improve. It looks like the fans' support is really behind them, especially with the past couple songs. They had official music videos with good live production, with good studio production. So they're just kind of on their way to stardom. I think it became undeniable what they stand for. And it seems like people of Indonesia really, really support these girls. which is so nice to see. And then it looks like people outside of Indonesia have picked up on them and really enjoyed them. They're starting to go in concert. I mean, that journey to me alone is extremely heartwarming to hear. But when there's skills behind all this story, it's not just because, like, what I would have hated this is if they're being pushed forward just because they're Muslim women. Then I'm like, oh, come on, you're kind of exploiting these girls just for their image. But no, it is part of their identity. It is part of who they are. But they also provide you with music that's their opinion, that's their attitude, that's good. And it's only improving, like School Revolution, Not Public Property, God, please let me play music. You can see the progression in their skills. And from what I understand, this is an earlier song. That was a kick-ass solo. Kick-ass solo. Like I said, I love that grungy sound to it, like grungy garage band sound to it. Yeah, you know what I've also really enjoyed. I mentioned this a little bit earlier. The punk mixed in with this kind of hard rock, mixed in with some metal elements, mixed in with like these different genres that they pull from so effortlessly, and more new age things like Rage Against the Machine. They really just pull from all those inspirations that brought them to where they are now. But I think, as I've mentioned before, for those who are new to this channel, my biggest things that I see from them is Red Hot Chili Peppers and Motorhead, and was the last one? Oh my God, with Rage Against the Machine. Those three is where I see them most in this band, and I think it matches their message, because a lot of the songs, like Not Public Property, they put their stamp on, you are not going to treat me this way, and it's important to rock music in general to express yourself in that kind of manner. I I have nothing else to say. My only nitpick would be, if I have to find a nitpick, I thought the song just a little bit to be long, just a little bit. Um, it could have been a little bit shorter because I think that energy and rhythm that they have, it starts slightly overstaying its welcome at the end. But that jamming also, it feels like they're just jamming and just going for it. Like when you see Frank Zappa and Steve Vai playing live in concert and they're just jamming off each other and just that vibe and they just keep going. You can feel that connection between them, and they really understand each other and feel each other out, which is very important. They have really good they have good stage presence, and I'm quite enjoying it. Like there's other bands where everybody comes out and tells me I have to. Oh, how could you not love them for this reason? I don't. I just don't like them. Here, nobody needs to convince me. I like what I'm hearing, and I love everything about this band. I'm just waiting for them to step into the new level with certain things that I feel like they need to improve. That's my personal feeling, and we'll see how this band progresses because I'll be there for all the new singles that they release, of course, with your help. And guys, also make sure to enjoy the rest of your day. If you got any other recommendations for reactions, please list them down below. And make sure to take care of yourself and stay safe out there. Good metal.